Good morning, YouTube friends. Alright, we're in the garden today and we're about to do some harvesting. Yeah, what we're gonna harvest today, we're gonna try and figure that out in a minute. Some nice looking papaya up there. Looking good. But that's not what we're here for. Guys, these papaya here, they're small. When it's ripe, I'm gonna do a short. So it's small papaya, maybe about like 6 to 8 inches in length. They're not round, they're elongated, similar to this, but extremely flavorful. Like nothing like the red label papaya. The taste supersede that red label papaya. Yeah. But you know what we're going to be doing in the food forest today? We're going to be harvesting some, let me show you, some pigeon peas. Yeah, so let me show you what I did so far. Alright. Actually, there's some hanging over the neighbor's house over there. So we have them, I kind of cut the branches right here. Started to harvest some here. And then the green pods over this side. The dry pods are here. So that's what we're doing right now. We'll do all of this and we're gonna come right back. But we have a lot more to harvest. You can see. Pigeon peas, a lot. This is the time of the year. Especially if you grew up in the Caribbean, you know during the Christmas season or the holiday season, two main things you'll find in every Jamaican kitchen and dining table during that Christmas dinner is Gungu peas and rice, which is gandules and rice, rice and peas, and SHARE. Yeah. So this is one of those stuff that every Jamaican right now they're having their Christmas dinner, gonna be actually using to make the rice and peas. Yeah, that's one of those traditional stuff. You go into the markets right now in Jamaica, you're gonna see everybody selling, the pigeon peas. Yeah. So there are a couple different varieties here. You see this kind of have a purplish color, but I think this is still the green variety, green pods inside, and then these can have not a different coloration, but they all taste the same. Yep. Yeah. So, we know it as pigeon peas, Cajun peas, but in Jamaica they call it Gungu peas. All right, and I guess in Spanish they say gandules. Yeah. So, but if you go to Jamaica, you're like, oh, I need pigeon peas. People probably looking at you like, what is that? But if you say Gungu peas, which is I think that's the name sound like it originated from Africa, which these peas are originated from Africa. I think it's West Africa. Yeah. So, quick note. If you guys are the first time you actually seeing pigeon peas, gandules, Gungu peas, Cajun peas, I'll put the scientific name. Yeah. This peas is a staple crop. You can use it in multiple different ways. They use it as split peas, they use it as rice and peas, you can use it in soups, use it all over, you put it in salads, you could feed it to your animals. Multiple different ways. So yeah, this is a pea that grow on a tree that's edible. Yeah. All right. So let me finish shelling out, harvesting those, and we still have a lot more, to harvest. All right, guys, look at this. Look at all these peas. Yes, beautiful harvest of peas. What they look like. So these are the dry ones here, and then you have the green ones. So you could harvest it both ways. Let me show you what's going on here. I guess to show you that. Okay. So this is what we're gonna harvest from this side, and then the dry peas for really long-term storage. Dry peas look like that. So we have this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna store this shell. The hardest part of this, guys, is shelling out the peas. I know some of you grew up in like the southern part of the US that you were shelling peas and having fun with your parents outside. This is a task, shelling peas. We grew up in the Caribbean where that was a task for us. You know, some of the similarities we have, maybe from another part of the world, but some of the similarities. You know, that's why I don't know why people are so divided. We all are one, no matter what. You know, that we all want the same things. You know, a good life, stay healthy, have a good family. That's the main thing. But back to the peas. So we have all this fresh pigeon peas, Gungu peas. And let me know in the comments, you know, like in Africa, what do you call it? In Trinidad, what you call it? Barbados, what you call it? In, you know, wherever you are, part of the world, subtropical, tropical area. Let's put in the comments what you call this in your part of the country, alright? Or the world. Right, so we have all of this stuff, so, but look now guys, look what we have. You know, normally I don't cut these branches, but they were hanging across my neighbor's yard, so I was like, let me trim it up, you know, and stuff. So what I'm gonna be cutting these up. Let me show you what I started doing. Look, there are pigeon peas everywhere. Let's walk from here. If you notice something with the food forest, the ground is always covered. The chop and drop. That's the life, you know, create life. Remember, this is sandy soil. You know, we just leave it just sandy like that. Not much gonna grow. You know, I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, try the sand." You know, chop and drop is the method I use. The ground is always covered. When you look below there, you can see everything breaking down. That's, you know, you can see the insects with it. You know, helping to break down all this stuff. So the leftover pigeon pea branches, we're gonna just be cutting them up right here, spread them right through and through. Just keep the ground totally covered. And that's how we maintain our food forest, you know. So everything what feeds the food forest, yeah. I think those papayas are huge. There's some big papayas up there. I know I keep mentioning that. That's another great tasting fruit up there, that papaya. Alright, so if you look in here, look, chop and drop. That's just how I grow. Yeah, and it's been working out good for me. I know a lot of people always ask, do you see snakes? From time to time we see a black racer here and there, but nothing, you know, like to, you know, and the black racer, you know, is actually one of those snakes that actually eat. If there's a venomous snake, the black racer normally protects, and also protect the yard from rodents and stuff like that. So when you see a snake in your backyard, leave it there. Don't rush to get rid of it, you know, especially the black racers. They serve a great purpose. Alright, so let me finish. What I have to do now is we're gonna cut up all of this stuff and spread it out in the back. Alright guys, so this was just a, you know, quick video, you know, harvesting some pigeon peas, and I'll show you some other stuff. The mangoes, look at the mangoes guys, look at the leaves. Beautiful, healthy. Remember, this is 100% organic. Let's see that? About to push. Yeah. Everything. Yep. Yeah, everything looking great here. Alright guys, so listen, I'm just tell you guys Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year. I should make a video before the New Year, just you know, thank you guys as well. Alright, so I'll be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. See you guys in the next video. One love. Alright, see you soon.